So this is a resource that I have created to help students better understand what a dihedral angle is. Quite simply put, the dihedral angle is the angle between two planes. So here we can see we have the vertical plane and the horizontal plane angled to each other. This gold line, as I'll call it, the angle between this shows the angle between the two planes, and this is the dihedral angle. Now, planes can be something that students can find quite hard to visualize because while they see it on a screen, they don't realize any object necessarily can be viewed as a plane. So the best to help relate to students, I have decided to use a thrust roof. I do construction studies, that's my modular course. I don't do engineering, so this is something that I felt that best helped me to understand it, and I feel it'll help the students to understand it. So quite simply here, each of these rafters, sorry, now the screen went blue there. Each of the rafters down here, these lines, these can be viewed as planes. The rafters, in sense, the students can view them as planes. And when the two planes meet, this point here on the rafter, that is your dihedral angle. That's just a quick little resource to help students to visualize it. Now, in order to find the dihedral angle, I have created a plane with a shape in it, with a tetrahedron. Now, the thing about this is, from looking at it in the plan, in the elevation, we can't find the dihedral angle. Looking at it in the plan, we can't find the dihedral angle. So what we need to do is, we will need to get an auxiliary plan. Now, to get an auxiliary plan though, in order to get an auxiliary plan, you have to get an auxiliary elevation first. So it is often called the second auxiliary view, which is the plan. The first auxiliary view is the elevation. Now, to get an auxiliary view, I'm just going to go back here. I've created a little question. An auxiliary view, this is the question here. An auxiliary view, the first auxiliary view is getting from it's two views back, so we're going to take it from the elevation. So here, so to create this one, we've used the elevation. Now we're going to create a second auxiliary view, and this auxiliary view is we're going to take our measurements though from the plan, and this will give us a point. We will view the two planes at a point. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to explain this now. So imagine, as I said before, what we are basically doing is we are looking at this object in such a way as that we are looking at it like this, at a point. So we are looking at it from one point, and that allows us to see the angle, the dihedral angle. You can't do that without a second auxiliary view. So like I said, you are looking at it at two angles to the thing. So we go back here, so you can see the dihedral angle, the x2, y2 line. You bring your measurements down, you go back 2 views, you take your measurements, and here we can see A2 and Z3. This is your dihedral angle. So this resource is very good at helping students to understand, because one, it shows them what it is, quite simply put, it is the angle between two planes. It also has a something to help them understand it better, something that they can relate to. That's not necessarily graphical, because graphics can confuse kids and they get overwhelmed. But when you think of something as simply as a roof, they can visualize it, because everyone has seen a roof. If you live in a house that has a roof, so they can visualize the dihedral angle between the two rafters, between the pitch of the roof. And then thirdly, I have created a resource over here which accompanies the question that I have done out here in the PowerPoint slide to help students to better understand the dihedral angle and how it's found. So this is my resource, and thank you for listening.